Hi kids, it's time for your bedtime Bible story from God Hates Fags and Other Bedtime Bible Stories, Chapter 3. I hope everybody's tucked in and have your warm milk and tequila. This chapter talks all about life in junior high, the struggles of being taunted and made fun of. It involves a lot of pain, but it closes out with hope. And I'd like to share the hope with you and then send you off to bed. All these years later, post high school, I've finally found a broad field of freedom, and for the most part, it's landmine free. I've let go of all of the things that I've been told, and I'm allowing the God of the universe to speak to my soul and love me just as I am. And I am loved, and so are you. And more than that, I'm finally free to fully be the man that I was created to be, a man among men who happens to love men. And these are the words I never dreamed that I would say: I'm God's son, and I'm gay. So by speaking out and sharing my journey with you, I'm not attempting to prove that homosexuality is not a sin. If I were going to write that book, I would have done so when I was 21 and hot. Too late. This is simply a journal that chronicles a stutter journey toward whole, one that I hope gives glimpses of God's incredible, undeniable, irrefutable, unfathomable love. I've always believed that a man with an experience is never at the mercy of a man with an argument. This is my experience, my rights and wrongs of passage, written in an insane fashion to welcome the reader, gay, straight, or anything in between, into the crazy world of believe. Because you actually have to enter it before you can ever see it. The world's wisdom says that I'll believe when I see. God's foolishness says, believe and you will see. Faith is a funny pursuit. She often dances alone in the shadows, just out of reach. But when she welcomes you into a slow dance, there's nothing more sublime than to rest your head on the sweet shoulder of her embrace. And after all these years, I think I'm finally able to believe God is love. And I'm free to dance in the warmth of that love. And in the words sung by Marlo Thomas 1,000 years ago, spinning on a little dung-colored turntable in my third-grade classroom, a well-crafted lesson that was sung over and over to me and all of my friends, a lesson I wish I would have learned way back then. A lesson that would have enabled me to live so much differently. A lesson that has finally spun its way into my soul from that scratchy 33. And you and me are free to be, you and me. All right, it's past your bedtime. Good night.